Welcome back to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Second show of the day. Good to have everybody aboard. First show went swimmingly. Looking forward to the second one. Since we last spoke, I did drop the Conor Walker and Liam Taylor video that is live. Check that out. Check that out for sure. And then later today, I'm going to get into the video. What up, Cedric? Happy Father's Day. Let me start off with that. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, fathers, stepfathers, what have you. Happy Father's Day, Kings. It's good to have you all aboard. First show today went swimmingly. Looking forward to the second show. We'll be live again tomorrow. The Conor Walker Liam Taylor video is live. Tonight I'm going to break into Galia Fi and Frankie Rodriguez, and I will have that for you tomorrow. And I will be going live again tomorrow as well. Hang on 1 second. All right. Shout out to Rocket with the $10 super chat. Yo, let's go. Happy Father's Day, champ. Appreciate you. Appreciate all super chats. Y'all the best. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. All right. What up, Muscles? We got everyone in the house here. All right. Let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. Let me pay the bills first, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button. Subscribe if you have not already. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just $10 a month, $5 a month gets the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you the lock of the week. Gets you access to the Discord. In the Discord, we do all the live betting, the updated props. We live stream fights. We give y'all the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month. So make sure to join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. I've got it there pinned in the chat as well. So join the Patreon. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. The Carnival Bar, it's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move in stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's Carnival Bar. The nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. CarnivalBar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. I haven't looked at this yet, and we don't have a. Let me get through the chats first. I kind of skipped around here. Rambler, what's up, my man? Good to have you aboard. Simsiri versus Arnetta, Pino versus Ty. You got questions? Are there questions on this? This is the light flyweight. This is, I think, 108, I believe. This is a 108-pound world title fight. I haven't looked at the odds on it. We will get to it, though. We will get to it. Upload short of your shadow boxing so we can see who's the master. You and Johnny. You want to upload a short of it? Did Johnny? I could try to do that. I can do that. I didn't know Johnny did that. Let me check that out. Happy Father's Day, Cedric, Muscles, JJ. Hello, everyone. God bless you and happy Father's Day. Let's get it, JJ. Let's get it. What's up, my boxing people? What up, Christian? Good to have you all aboard. Smash the like. Let's try to get Gary subscribers up to 5,000 this year. Let's do it, Rocket. We're almost there. I got up over 2,500. Appreciate everybody. Team Batman Boxing in the house. Nate, my boy. What up, Team Batman? I haven't seen you in a minute. Nate, my boy. What up, Nate? I'll see you next week when I'm in New York, Nate. Hope everything is well. Thank you, Nate. Good man. My good man, Nate. Appreciate that. All right. So just to recap, last week went well. We did hit our lock. We hit our lock of the week. So if you guys are in the Patreon, if you're in the Discord, that lock came through. Just to recap what that was real quick. It came through fairly easy too. It was Cruz on the money line, Kazuki on the money line, which he ended up getting a third round knockout. Very easy work. And then under 1.5 knockdowns on Hitchens and Kambosos. That was easy work. That was super easy work from the Hitchens and Kambosos. I guess that might have made you sweat a little bit, but once Kambosos went down with that body shot, you knew that was over. So that hit pretty simple, pretty easy, and that paid pretty well. And I was worried about last week. There was a ton of fights. A lot of the odds were whack. Then there were a bunch of 50-50 fights where I didn't love the odds on it. And you had a bunch of fights minus 4,000, minus 8,000, all these crazy odds and things like that. But we finally came through. We hit on that parlay. So I'm going to try to get you guys 2 parlays this week. I don't like giving you just one. I like to give you guys at least 2, but it wasn't there last week. Wasn't there. And then Donaire lost. Pizarro lost. Shout out to I'm losing my brain. To TJ. TJ hit on another huge parlay yesterday. TJ hit on a huge parlay. And he hit on Mikado beat Pizarro, which I was wrong on. Christian Vargas, new fan here. The picks on the wall behind you. Can you explain? Do you attend fights as a fan? No, I've been in the boxing business. Oscar, Roy, Verge, Little Charlo. I used to go to fights. Now I go as for work. But yeah, those are all. Most of these are taken at fights, whether they were fighting that day or in attendance or what have you. All right. I want to pull up the Pro Box real quick. They still got this up. This was the fight. Rambo asked me. I hadn't seen the odds in this. Simshree Aranada. And is this on the undercard of Sasaki and Norman? I didn't know this. I like Norman. If this is on the under, if DraftKings puts this up, I'll definitely do a breakdown because I'm interested in this fight. My inkling here is Simshree. This is 108 pounders. I'm definitely interested in this fight. Simshree from Thailand, 38-1, lost really early in his career. I mean, years ago. He's run off about 15 fights in a row. Most of them early round knockouts against less than stellar competition, mainly in Thailand. He did fight in Japan against Taniguchi, and he won a split decision. Christian Aranada, a Filipino fighter, 25-2. You've seen him before. He's fought mainly in the Philippines. This is an interesting fight. This is a really interesting fight. This is rough because the level of there's no crossover, right? Like Simshree really only fights people in Thailand who only fight other people in Thailand. Then you have Aranada, who only fights people in the Philippines, who only fight other people in the Philippines. So there's no crossover. So these are hard to bet. So now it's hard to weigh the level of competition, right? Like it's hard. It's like you have a club fighter in Texas and a club fighter in Philly who's only fought other club fighters in Philly and only fought other club fighters in Texas. And stylistically, they're very different, right? And now you got to put them in the ring. And there's a lot of guesswork. And it really takes a deep dive. It really requires a deep dive into the film. But if DraftKings puts up a book for this, I will definitely get into this for sure. Then Saturday, we have the Conor Walker fight. That video, I love Conor Walker. The fight's not going to be easy. And Conor Walker may not look great in it, but there's not a question in my mind that Conor Walker wins the fight. Right now, right now, if you have DraftKings, just parlay McGrill and Conor Walker. Just do it. It's not going to get better than this right now. Right now, a 2-leg parlay, Conor Walker and McGrill. And I'm going to put this in as soon as I'm done with this live. Right now, it's paying minus 147. It's not going to get better. These odds are going to get worse. So you can already see when I did this earlier today. McGrill was at minus 475. And he's at minus 500 on FanDuel. That went from minus 500 this morning, just a few hours ago, to minus 750 right now. These odds aren't going to get better, guys. So if you have DraftKings, just lock this up. Walker, McGrill, 2-leg parlay. It pays minus 140. I don't care. Just lock in the profits. Take the profits. Like, these odds aren't going to get better, right? So I'm going to get to the McGrill video. I'm going to get to the 5 video. That's all going to get done this week. I'll have that for you guys. I'll put out at least one a day. And then we have the other card in Jersey, which I will be at the Prudential Center in Newark. Jahai Tucker and Lorenzo Simpson. I like Jahai Tucker, but I know a lot of you guys like Lorenzo Simpson, and that's going to be my poll question. Who has a better chance of pulling an upset? Lorenzo Simpson. Or Rodriguez. All right, guys. Because I've gotten people telling me they think both of these guys or either one of these guys can pull an upset. So let me know what you guys think in the chat. Who's got a better chance of pulling the upset? Chuck Simpson or Frankie Rodriguez? I think they both have a shot, right? Like, I got to get to the tape on both of these. I like Jahai Tucker, but Top Rank doesn't like him. I don't think he's in his home city or close to his home city. He's across the river. I don't think he's going to get a top-ranked decision. I don't think they're going to give him a gift. They don't seem to like him. They threw him in the ring with Christian Flaz when he was 20 years old. They seem to want to cut him, but he keeps winning, so they can't cut him off the roster. I was never asked for my insight on Jahai Tucker. I like Jahai Tucker. I think he's just growing into his man strength now. You can see he's physically getting bigger. Good speed, good combination puncher. Can fight front foot, back foot. He's good. It's just they don't seem to have any patience with him at all. It's like the opposite of Mario Barrios with PBC and different guys. Not to dismiss those guys, they're great, but they sat him at this level for so long. They took Jahai Tucker and threw him in the wall, threw him in the deep end with the giant whales, and then when he got through that, he had to fight the gorillas and the foxes and like they just didn't give him. They never gave him anything easy. Like a lot of times we say the top ranked diet, they give these guys easy fights. That was not the case with Jahai Tucker. Guys, please smash the like button. Subscribe if you have not already. MC Grail. Lose my right. McGrail got stopped already. He got stopped, right? I was at that fight. It was one shot. He was winning the fight. If you think McGrail's going to lose, So McGrail got stopped by Jericho Quinn, right? He was winning. He was boxing beautifully and got caught with a huge shot. He's ran off 3 fights since then, including wins over Reese Edwards, Mark Leach. He's putting together decent domestic level wins, right? Quality wins. We're not gonna dunk on these wins. These are decent wins. Belota has no power, right? So it's not like McGrail was getting outboxed. He got nailed with one clean shot. He's now fighting a guy with zero power. So he's not, I mean, he's not going to get knocked out. McGrail's not going to get knocked out by Baluta. So how's Baluta going to win the fight? He's got to outbox him. He's not outboxing McGrail. No, he lost to Dennis McCann, and he beat Brad Strand. His last fight, he beat Brad Strand. Oh, no. You're right. He fought him twice. He might have split with him. No, the first one was a draw. He's got a draw with him and a loss. He's got a draw and then a close loss to McCann. But no, I would say McGrail's much better than Dennis McCann. I mean, I guess we could debate that. But first, he never beat him. It was a technical draw. There was a cut on the forehead of McCann. Remember, there was the nasty butt. They went to the cards. And then they rematched a couple of months later. And McCann beat him. Competitive, but clear. Like close, but clear. Clearly beat him in some, competitive fight. And then he fought Brad Strand. And he beat Brad Strand. So his last one's over Strand. He's got a loss and a draw with McCann in 2 competitive fights, but he actually never beat him. If a head clash happens and they go to the scorecards, does that count as going the distance? It does, Sagu. It definitely does. It went the distance. Now it wouldn't count as the over. So if the over is 8.5 and the headbutt happened in the 6th round, hypothetically, it did not go over. It didn't go over, but it did go the distance. So that counts. Let me get back to my Tucker, Vito Melanicki, I think that's easy money. I would work in a parlay. You could throw Melanicki in that parlay that we have. Yafai and Frankie Rodriguez, I think is a good bet too. I like Yafai in that, but I will get to that video. And then with Caleb Walsh. Caleb Walsh is not going to lose at all. You're good. So what I think, another parlay is Caleb Walsh, Vito Melanicki, and Conor Walker. Locked out on. That's going to be decent odds too. Right? So Melanicki money line, Caleb Walsh money line, and then lock up on Conor Walker. I love Conor Walker. Liam Taylor's sloppy. He's wide. He's not very fast. He's got a little bit of pop, not a ton of pop. I can't see him icing Conor Walker with one shot, especially as slow and as mechanical as he is. He's not a good athlete. He's sloppy. He's flawed as hell. He drops his hand always. He's easy to time. He's predictable. He just keeps the pressure on, right? He's got a little bit of pop, and he just keeps the pressure on. He keeps the pressure on, and he makes you fight. Conor Walker likes to fight. Conor Walker's a front foot guy. So it's going to be a fairly entertaining fight. Conor Walker is so much sharper, so much cleaner, so much more fundamentally sound. Comparable power, probably. I know Conor doesn't have the knockout KO ratio, but Conor Walker's got more power than his KO percentage suggests. So there's going to be some decent money-making opportunities this week. Again, maybe not the biggest names, Vito Melanicki, Jahai Tucker, etc. And make sure y'all vote in the poll. But Melanicki, Jahai Tucker, Caleb Walsh. These are not Jahai Tucker. I'm sorry. Melanicki, Caleb Walsh, Conor Walker. Not the biggest names in the world. But I think they're easy locks. So if you just parlay Melanicki, Walsh, if Muscles, you in the chat, see what those odds look like. Melanicki, Walsh, and Conor Walker. Is that not bad? I said we don't have them on our. We don't have. Let me do the math. According to FanDuel, if you have FanDuel, minus 1,800, minus 250, minus 1,450. 3-leg parlay right there. It's going to get you minus 173. Just take it. It's easy. Just take it. Walker and then the other two. It's easy. Lock it up. Take it. Easy money. Easy money parlay right there. I want not to go the distance with Campos fight with his eye injury from a head clash. Busy only has Norman Walker McGraw in your five. No, if it had a head clash, it went the distance. That's interesting, Shells. Someone check that. I'm not going to say anything, but if there's. Hang on. Interesting. I appreciate that, Shells. But Busy only has Norman Walker McGraw in your five. They paid you out on a technical decision. Interesting. Hang on. This didn't reach the final bell. You're right. Yeah, you're right. No, he's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm losing my brain. Yeah, it would get paid out on win by decision. It wouldn't. You're right. If you you're right. If you pick Donaire to win by decision, it would hit. For not to go the distance, yeah, I'm losing my brain. It didn't reach the final bell. That's correct. Conor Walker, Peter McGrill. If you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in now. Quiet stream today for the second stream, but I do appreciate y'all. If you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in the chat now. But we're gonna have some decent fights, and then we're back on 25th. We got a midweek card with Liam Wilson and Liam Paro in Australia, so we got that going. But Caleb Wallace, Vito Melanicki, Peter McGrill, Conor Walker. These aren't the biggest names. They're not the sexiest names, but they're names that we can make money on. Right? There's money-making opportunities. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. And then we'll get more bets and props. We'll have more props drop as we get closer to the week. So just to recap, Frankie Rodriguez, Galil Yafai. I'm gonna get to that next. That will be live tomorrow. I will also be going live again tomorrow. Not sure what time. I will let you guys know tomorrow, and I'll probably go live twice on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'll go live again, maybe twice, and then Thursday, Friday, it's going to be hit or miss. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to do one show a day on Thursday and Friday. One show a day, both those days. I will let you know what time. But keep an eye out for that as well. And I'm going to try to bring you as much content, as much videos as I can. So I'm just going to pound it out. But I'm going to be traveling this week. And next week, I'm staying in New York. I'm staying for the draft, the NBA draft. So I'll be in a different location. Norman by KO. I like the prop for it not to go the distance. I like it not to go the distance. I would lock that up. I do like Norman by KO. If you ask me how I think the fight's going to end, I would say Norman by KO. I think that's the best bet. But if you can just get a problem, because Jinsaki's got real power. Jinsaki has real power. So Jinsaki could also score the knockout. That could happen, right? But I would take Norman by stoppage. Norman by stoppage, or I would just take the prop not to go the distance. If you can get a prop for either fighter to be knocked down, something like that. But yeah, I like Norman by stoppage would be my guess. I would take that. What's up, DJ Green? DJ Green in the house. Good to have you aboard. Have a safe bet for Norman fight would be the fight doesn't go the distance. I think that's a great bet. I think someone's getting iced in that fight. My inkling would be that it's Sasaki that gets knocked out, and so I like Norman by stoppage. But if you want to just be safe, just bet someone to not go the distance. Just bet the fight not to go the distance, because I would almost guarantee someone's getting knocked out. I don't have any. Let me see. Any props? I don't have the props on DraftKings, but fight to not go the distance is minus 166 on DraftKings. I would take that. Minus 166. I think that's a bet worth taking. Fight not to go the distance out. Brian Norman Jr. at KO is paying even money. I think that's a good bet too. So either one of those, fight not to go the distance minus 166, or Brian Norman Jr. by stoppage. I think either one of those are really good bets. I would lock into either one of those two. You're in good hands with either one of those bets. Jay Grizzy, Norman definitely winning this. I'll put my house and my vehicle on it. Norman is getting sharper and sharper. His opponent has fought. I agree. I wouldn't do all that, but I definitely think Norman's going to win the fight. The catch is that Norman's a better boxer. Norman could win the fight from the outside. He can sit back and outbox him. He will do that in spots, but in other spots, they're also going to trade and exchange. Now, Norman's also sharper on the inside, much more compact, much cleaner, better athlete, quicker. He's going to land first on the inside. So he should win the fight on the inside. But Sasaki's also good on the inside. So he could land, and he's got power. My guess is, Norman wins either way, right? My guess is Norman stops him, right? Like, because this fight's going to happen on the inside. Like, Norman's not going to be off the back foot using the ring for 12 rounds. He may use it in spots, and my guess is he will use it in spots. But that's not what the entire fight, that's not what the fight's going to look like, right? The fight's going to be inside. The fight's going to be action-packed. It's going to be a good TV fight. Is Sasaki a mandatory? I don't think so. Hang on. It is a mandatory. Shout out to you. Jin Sasaki is the mandatory. The WBO called this, when did they call it? Back in April. Yeah. Shout out to who said that? Was that Rambler? Havelock? Who said that? Rambler. It is a mandatory. Yes, it is. Sasaki can punch. Sasaki's a real fighter. He's not a bum. He's not clean. He's sloppy. He can be outboxed. He's not a tremendous athlete. You check my video on it. I don't think Norman's the best fighter in the world, but he's certainly good enough to beat Sasaki. He's more multifaceted. There's more to him than there is Shin Sasaki, and he's better on the inside. So, that's not to say that Sasaki has a puncher's shot. He could land something big for sure. It's just more likely that Norman's going to land it, and if he doesn't land it, he can outbox him. Do I think he's happy fighting over there? That depends how much he's getting paid. I didn't see the purse on this. I didn't see the purse on, so I don't necessarily know, but he could be. He might be. If he's getting paid well, he's happy. But other than Josh Franco over there with Kazuyoka in the first fight, we haven't seen horrible decisions in favor of the Japanese. A ton of fights in Japan, a ton of big money, fights in the small weight classes in Japan. other than Josh Franco in the draw in the first fight, we haven't seen a bunch of horrible, bogus, no good decisions over there in Japan in favor of the hometown fighter. We just haven't seen them. So I think Norman will get a fair decision. I think he'll get a fair shake, and I think he'll win. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. Is he happy over there? Where is Norman from? Where in the country is Norman from? He's from Atlanta. I thought so. Yeah, would it be better if he got the fight in Atlanta? Yeah. It didn't happen, right? I would love to have it in Atlanta. He's got to go over to Japan. I don't like him having to go over there, but he'll take care of business. I'm sure he's fine with it. He would only go over there if he was getting paid well. I tend to agree. I think Sasaki is better than Santi. He better be. If he's going to have any chance, he better be. But I don't know if I agree with that. Santi had one good win. Who does Jin Sasaki have wins over? He's got a bunch of domestic wins. Hoshi and Sakai. He didn't have a whole bunch of quality wins. You could say Santion. Oh, I'm not a huge fan of Santion. He did get a tremendous win out of nowhere over Rocha. Yeah, he doesn't have a bunch of good wins. I don't. Antonio DeMarco, which was a very close fight, years ago. Yeah, I'm not necessarily disagreeing. He does not have a ton of good wins. You think Walker is? I think there's great value in Walker. Yeah, I think a safer bet though than him by KO is just take him. Just take Walker and the Norman fight to not go the distance. You can get a prop on that, right? But I'm fine with that. I think Conor Walker is a steal at minus 255. But what I think is a better parlay is just to be safer is because I got it at minus 166. Not that much different. I would take Walker money line and the prop for this fight not to go the distance. Georgia. But what if Top Rank is lowballing him, so he had to go there? I don't know, Rambler. I mean, he's their guy. He's a welterweight champion. I mean, it's not your grandfather's welterweight division. It's not the welterweight division of past years, but I'm sure they still want to make money on him, right? Like Santion, yeah, I was shocked he beat Rocha. I talked to the guys at Top Rank. I talked to the guys in their media department. They didn't have an answer. One guy jokingly said, QBC, we're going to fight in QBC 32 fights a year. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's interesting because boxing is now off TV, except for Star Boxing. Star Boxing just signed a deal with MSG Networks. So that's interesting. I don't know. My guess, if I had to guess, I'm guessing the Zone, but we'll see. That's not official. I don't have any. I don't know of that. I'm sure they'll announce it soon. Top Rank is the best young stable of fighters. It's got a ton of good fighters. It's one of the 2 best stables in the world. So they're going to get a TV deal, which is interesting to see where it goes. All right, guys, if you have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in there now or forever hold your peace. Let me check my poll real quick and I'm going to wrap this. Oh, you guys have this pretty close. Guys, vote in the poll right now. 7 of y'all voted. That's it. Guys, vote in this poll. Simpson, Rodriguez, let me know who you guys think has the better chance of pulling the upset. Vote that now. I'm going to end the poll in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vote now. No one's voting. Guys, got Chuck Simpson has the better chance of pulling the upset. Guys are whacked though. No one wanted to vote in my poll. All right. Quiet chat today, but I appreciate y'all. I will be live again tomorrow, of course. Did you see the over in the Conor Walker fight? Yeah, do you see? I do. But like honestly, Conor Walker money line is minus 250. Just take it. Like that's a bargain. Like that's real value. Just take him on the over. Because Walker's got have like what's so why the books have it so close. Because Conor's got a couple of losses, right? Like yeah, that's my guess. Because Conor's record isn't spotless. He 15-3 is not a record that really catches people's eyes. Liam Taylor's record is sexier. He lost to Lewis Crocker in a very, very close fight. He deducted a point. I don't remember if that was a difference. It might have been. That would be my guess. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I will be back live again tomorrow, June 15th, 2025, Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.